All right, welcome to the Haters Boys. Your boy, Dumb It Down. I'm here with my older brother,
You
the
ready like
old
that?
Baldy,
Yeah. Old is in the house.
and my younger brother, B Dog.
Yo, hello, it's me.
We got a lot to talk about today, man. We missed Thursday due to Hurricane Milton. Came through, knocked Baldy's internet out. So
Milton
Yeah,
was hating on us.
yeah,
it was
Milton
hard,
was
man. It was hard.
man.
Milton came through and hated on our podcast, man.
That's
Clearly, he's
crazy.
not one of our 551 subs.
No. Yeah. How you got bullied by a dude named Milton? That's crazy.
Milton came to
No,
my crib, kicked over part of my fence, and turned my internet off about 3 days. I was like, dang, Milton, what's wrong with you, bruh?
that's messed up. Uh, but yeah, man. Definitely. Prayers to everyone affected. In the storm, and then hope everyone gets everything right. Soon. And then we got to jump into this hip hop talk, man. So first off, I want to start off. We're gonna talk about the Rome Streetz album. That's the album that came out last week that we didn't get to review. So let me see, pull it up right here. Hatton Garden, Hold Up. This is Rome Streetz and Derringer. And we're gonna start off with you, B Dog, because I know when Baldy texted, "Hey, y'all, we gotta listen to this. We gotta listen to this album." You put it on. What was your first thoughts, B Dog?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. I've never listened to this nigga before, so I wasn't impressed. It wasn't terrible, but it didn't make me a fan. I'm not gonna say I'm a big Rome Streets fan after this.
Yeah, this is definitely not his. I don't think this is not his best work. He's definitely got better, music than this, in my opinion. But Baldy, what you thought? What you thought of the album?
I like this album a lot.
Okay, all
I
right.
listened to it. What was it? I listened to it about twice, and then I looked online. I saw, who was it, man? One of them YouTubers that gets a ton of views. The Professor Sky. He was like,
Okay, yeah.
Is Rome Streetz the top 5 rapper living? I was like, wait, what? So then I went back and listened to it again. And I mean, I like the same amount of songs. So, but I was surprised to hear that type of high praise I saw from a couple people, reviews and things like that I saw online.
Yeah, I didn't really watch that. I saw that Professor Sky video. I think I'm subbed to him or whatever, but I didn't watch his video. But I think that was mainly just clickbait. It's got to be clickbait. I mean, because it's top
He
five.
was
I
doing
mean,
all kinds of
Road
lyric
Streets is
breakdowns.
nice.
I was like, dang, okay.
Yeah, I mean, Road Streets is nice, but it ain't top 5. I mean, I think that's a little extreme.
Yeah.
But how is he gonna get people to click on a Rome Street's review? Really, I don't know. I don't think he's like super big or anything. So I feel like my issue with this album, I really felt like this album was sort of mid, in my opinion. My issue with this album, though, the biggest thing to me is that it's just that he's not talking about anything. Like it's really like there's no stories or like concept or anything that grabbed me in general, and the production wasn't like amazing to me. So while he raps well, most of the time he's rapping in the same flow, and it just all felt monotone, or all felt like more the same. That's how it felt for me. I wasn't in love with the album, and then this late in the year when there are so many, because I switched off. I'm listening. I didn't even know this came out until you hit us, right? But I was listening to all the music from this year, and there's so much dope music that came out this year. And when I switched to this, I really felt, and I listened to it 3 times, but when I switched to this, I really felt like it was a big step down from some of the better works of this year. So that's just how I felt.
Dang.
Yeah.
I like this a lot. I liked it. I mean, I don't know about a lot. I thought it was good. So I don't know how much. I mean, I'm not gonna sit up here and gas it. I thought it was good. I like a bunch of songs on here. I mean, I don't know, but yes, as an album, to like turn this on and listen to this, it's not like a top album. But when these songs come on randomly in my mix, they fit right in and they're gonna play.
All right, so we should have started with the love before we got right into the hate. But what's the tracks on here that you put in the mix?
I like the first 6 or 7 songs. Ace of Base, Sage.
I liked a lot. I put that
Black
in
Widow, Cadillac Smoke.
Cadillac Smoke was cool.
Like Starbucks or whatever that's saying. I think that's saying Starbucks.
Starbucks, yeah, Starbucks is cool.
I didn't like the last parts as much as I like the early parts.
To me, SpaceX is the best song.
SpaceX is great too.
I love.
That's what I'm saying. I like a bunch of these songs, man. I didn't put Heavy Traffic or Reap What You Sow in my list of top songs on it. So
yeah, SpaceX was to me easily the best song. I mean that's cool. You wanted to talk about it? You had any other thoughts about it before we move on to
Nah, it was cool. I mean, it's a cool album. I'm not gonna sit up here and have it in my top right now. Maybe later in the year, but I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't see how we get in the top 5. I don't really know how we count that. So I'd have to go listen to Professor Sky's review. I'm sure he had some analysis of it, but I don't know what there is to analyze in this album either. Like, is he talking about anything? Like, it felt like very like generic, like rhymes about like. He's not like, I don't know anything about Rome Street. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you listen to this album, you won't learn anything about it. Like, he's not like.
That doesn't necessarily bother me, man. I don't necessarily care about that.
But I just feel like, man, I
not every
a bunch of random rhymes. It could be delivered by anybody. They're so generic.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me at all. It just depends on where I'm at, what I'm doing, and what the time frame is. I don't always want to hear. I don't need to hear your life, Doug. Like, I don't need to hear like this story in depths about like how you went through X, Y, and Z trials and tribulations.
It don't got to be that, but like we said, even when we talk about Ransom or somebody like that, he's always got something. He talk about different concepts. Even when you talk about, I mean, there's so many rappers. I mean, there's a lot of rappers who do this. Even the street ethos type of rapper. Even if you're talking about Conway or something, they have more interesting things. I feel like they're either if they're doing interesting flows or they're doing something interesting. Something's got to catch your attention, right? If you do something got to grab you, and like I don't know what grabs me from this, Yeah, I just don't. I don't know. You are in the chat said he agrees. But shout out to everybody in the chat. We would wait for a couple of people to get in here before we get into our main topic. Yeah. I don't know. You had any other thoughts about that, Baldy?
No, I mean, like I don't personally care if I guess it just depends, man, on what I'm doing and where I'm at. If I'm just driving to work, I don't necessarily need to hear about no serious stuff if the bars is good. Bars is good, got some good lines, beat good. Just depends on the what's going on. I like a lot of the Derringer beats on here, but I'm a big Derringer fan. So, I mean, I'm pretty much already sold. Rome is not my favorite, but I think he got some great verses on here. So I really enjoy some of these songs.
Yeah, and I don't want to overhate on it because I think he definitely is a talented rapper. He has some dope bars. I thought there was some good verses. I thought there were a couple of good features. I wasn't impressed by Derringer overall on this either, though. I don't know. How did you feel about the production?
I like it.
Exactly.
I probably like this a little more than the last Derringer, I guess, album, which was the last one I remember was the Mayhem Loren one. Mm-hmm. I could be messing up the timelines, but I like this one a little bit more.
Okay, but B-Dog, you how do you feel about the production?
These beats ain't all that. I don't feel like they went crazy. I mean, they're not terrible. Like I said, I don't think this dude is terrible. I don't want to shit on it, but I mean, I guess if you're a fan of him, then you might like this. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, what I'm saying is just that. Yeah, I'm not saying anything's terrible. All I'm saying is there's a lot of dope music. So
yeah, it's not great. That's what you're saying. You trying to say it's not, it's good, which is fine.
Yeah, It's good. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. So let's another album that came out or just came out really is Glorilla, man. Glorilla. We gotta talk about this album really quickly. Glorilla dropped this album Glorious, and I know probably a lot of people don't really listen to it. I don't really listen to it very much, but it was funny. I just wanted to bring it up because she's got this track "Rain Down on Me" with Kirk Franklin, and Maverick City, and it's all about God and stuff like that. So I just thought this was funny. Do y'all think it's appropriate for the rappers who talking about the content you're talking about, usually the getting with dudes, shaking her stuff, the normal provocative content that many women rappers are rapping about today, and then to stop in the middle of the track, dead in the middle of the album, and then do a Kirk Franklin "Thank You for All the Blessings, God" track. Is that okay, or do y'all think it's a problem?
Yeah, that's fair. All right,
You think it's
hey,
fine?
I ain't got no problem with it. And actually, I haven't listened to this album, but somebody told me today it's pretty good.
Okay, what you do you like Glorilla? Are you a fan of hers?
I don't like women rappers.
Whoa.
Why?
That's
We're
crazy.
just being honest.
That's
They don't
sexist.
say
None?
nothing for
Not
me.
a
They don't do
single
nothing for
one?
me, dog. They don't do nothing for me, dog.
You're not
I
a
listen.
fan of
I listen.
good.
I listened to Lil Kim verse on Desert Storm, or was it Desert Storm remix? That's
Quiet
about
Storm
it.
remix.
Yeah.
Quiet Storm, yeah. Thought it was yeah.
It was a
That's
storm,
about
dog.
it,
You
man.
were good. You were good, dog. You were good. Come on, now. Yeah, it was a storm. Yeah.
Yeah. I just haven't
That's a
had any
great verse
female
by Kim
rapper
on that
grab
song.
me, man. Yeah,
But Kim
it
has
is.
standout verses on all those types of songs. All those Junior Mafia songs and stuff, she got standout verses, even though Big wrote them or whatever. But when you listen to this Glorilla album, man, what always throws me off about her is her voice don't match her look. So anytime I see the picture and then listen to the rapping, I'd be like, wait, this shit is off. So
But that's a
something
voice
is
she's
off.
putting on, though, right? Like that ain't like her real voice.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
If I look up like Glorilla,
She did an interview with Shannon Sharp. That's how she talked. She from Memphis, and they say music.
that kid.
Like being
I just want.
I didn't know what I was gonna do. I knew I wanted to do something, but I never really knew what I was gonna do.
Yeah, that ain't her voice, dog. Come
That's
on,
not her voice, dog.
Listen how
That's
high.
not her
are you
voice.
doing things by yourself?
Look at how high she talk.
I'm ahead me near her, like I was like her right hand, but I ain't never just feel no type of.
And then when you hear,
It don't sound no different to me.
When you hear the album, it's like, hold on, let's listen to Glow's prayer. This is a prayer.
Derek, I need another favor from you. Line about what do I need?
I'm about to say that sound the same, dog.
Am I tasting men that I need to blind? Let me know. Now I'm in my car, speeding down the E-way crying.
Yeah, she like deepens her voice a little bit. She put a little bass in her voice, and she does a little extra southern on it. Like she really try to make herself sound like, I don't know, Paul Wall or somebody. I don't know.
But how was there controversy about the prayer song in the middle? Why was there controversy about it?
Because can you be out, doing dirt all day and then come and be like, thank God for all the blessings? That's all. It's a controversy in a I went to church, okay, and somebody was like, asked me about what I thought about this Kirk Franklin getting heat from the Christian community. Kirk Franklin, why you what do you call it? Fraternizing with the sinners, yada yada, blah blah. That's a controversy, man. I'm just saying. I'm not saying I'm saying it. I'm just saying.
So I wanna understand. I thought the point was to that nobody's perfect and all that stuff.
Nobody is perfect. But it's difference between
Ain't nothing wrong with it, man.
what are you promoting? That's all. I guess is all.
The dude said on the song, "You don't have to be perfect. Come with your mistakes. Come with your failures. That don't disqualify you from getting a blessing." That's bad.
It's not, I just wanted y'all. It's not bad. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's a problem, but I do think it's funny. I think it's funny.
I mean, he didn't get on there and be like, "Glow, I know you've been hoeing, but it's gonna be all right." Like he didn't say all of that. I mean, he didn't say nothing like that. Like, what's the problem?
He say that though, and that is fine still.
I do find. Well, for me, I find it funny when people do the prayer, like even when when Will Smith did it. I just find it like odd.
It was funny when Will Smith did it.
So why is it funny when Will Smith do it, not funny when Glorilla does it though?
Because everybody I haven't seen her do it live. Now that was part of the thing with the Will Smith thing was the live performance of it added to the overall cheesy veneer that was going on with it. So that's the thing with the Will Smith. But like I said, DMX have multiple prayer songs, and he killed 85,000 Negroes, and then he get on the song and be like, "Yo, Lord, I come to you hungry and tired. Forgive me food." And the prayer be like impactful. Like you be like, with DMX start praying, you be like, "Oh, yo, this is really praying. Like Jesus about to come in and touch somebody right now." And then next song, it'd be like, "It was you." And then that song after that, it was, "I killed 85 this yesterday in the streets. I killed 95 this yesterday in the streets."
I love it. I love it. You're right. I do think if it's probably more about, I think it's a little bit more sexism involved in the hate than maybe some other ones. But I think it's the fact that it's Kurt Franklin and them on the track. It's not that she's just doing, like if it was just her prayer song by herself, I don't think it'd be an issue. It's the fact that it's a collaboration with Kurt Franklin.
Shout out to Kurt Franklin.
Yeah, man. Kurt
He be
Franklin
making all the
bag,
tracks better.
man.
He be making all
He
of
is
them
one of the
tracks
great. We
better,
talked
though.
about this before, but he's one of the great rap song talkers. Talker on the track, he give him a song, say some stuff.
100%.
Boom, success. It used to be Diddy was in there, but now he's gone.
So somebody said Kanye made a whole church album before he made Vultures. And Kanye got heat for it.
They hated on Kanye for that.
Kanye got heat for sure.
I think part of that's who he is.
Sunday services was fire though.
And it's part of who he is. If it was a different person delivering the same message, it would have been received well. If it was a different rapper if Jay-Z came out with a gospel album, people would say, "Oh, look how he grew." But Kanye is known to have like an adversarial kind of relationship with the media. And so of course the media is gonna be an a-hole back. I mean, that's kind of how that goes.
Yeah, I just thought it was interesting. Interesting conversation going on. I think especially in South, like this, that's a very normal thing. I feel like a lot of Southern rap. I mean, Big Crit will always have he'll have a song where it's about party, or whatever, shake it or whatever type of song, and then he'll have a song that's always a prayer song. I think it's a very common thing. Both things are a part of people's life. People go to church and people go to the club. Like I think Lupe has that
in the same 10 hours.
Yeah, Lupe has that song on Joker Slight or whatever, where it's like it's like what is it? How does it go?
They in a strip club and then they go to church.
Yeah. It's like it's with Ty Dolla $ign, but whatever. It's like satellites or whatever, like like just circling around they go, whatever it says, and then the next day it's like now it's Sunday morning and like the collection plate goes around or whatever. So it's just funny thing. So I think it is people can feel like it is. I think there's I mean maybe some it's kind of hypocritical, but I think it's also in a normal human way, it's hypocritical. So I think it's just funny, interesting.
All right, let's get to this goddamn meat and potatoes, dog. Let's shit on this nigga.
Let's go. Oh, all right. Okay, so there you go. That's how we going in. So J. Cole, man. J. Cole, that's the main topic. J. Cole dropped his new track, Port Antonio. And you got the lyrics, Baldy?
Because, you put them up?
there's
Yeah, I
a
put 'em up.
lot of controversy. I mean, people got mixed takes on this right now, right? So I see some people saying, they like this. They glad that he addressed the beef, glad that he gave his perspective on it, and they like his perspective. And there's a lot of people, which I feel like B-Dog, who feel like they're not feeling the track. They don't like his explanation. So B-Dog, go ahead and give your take first. What was your response to this record?
First, Port Antonio. I live in San Antonio. Is a direct shot at me off the rip. He knew it. He's talking to me. I got it. I put it together. I knew where we was going already. Soon as I read the name, I said, "Damn, this nigga heard the pod." So yeah, of course he addresses the fans, saying this nigga backed out. We mad at him, this and that. So all right, yeah, this nigga talking to me. But I will say, overall rapping, he does a great job rapping. Good job. Wow, bravo. Once again, what I've been saying, we don't want to hear that shit right now. This is not the time for it. Wait until next year. Like, when people take L's, they got to learn how to like go away and then come back.
I disagree with that. You take an L, you got to go away and come back. I think that is never like. You've been saying that, but I don't think that's the case. Number one, he was in the middle of his rollout when this thing dropped, when this whole beef happened, and he did kind of go away. He went away during the beef, and then now he's back. Right? But you feel like he should just shut up and go away. You feel like it right here, Imperial says passive aggressive, cowardly lying. Do you feel like he's being passive aggressive in this, or just explaining himself?
I don't, man. If he was gonna do an explanation song, what he should have done at Dreamville instead of apologizing on stage. Like, if you were gonna bow out, this could have been the bow out from the beef in the beginning. You could have said all of these things from the beginning and just left it alone.
I hear that, but this record is to me not addressing it's not addressing his diss. It's addressing the meltdown or the aftermath of him backing out of the beef and all of the stuff that's happened since. Because so part of the context here, I think it's important for us to give the context to what's been going on before this happened. People started talking about a potential Drake v. J. Cole beef stewing or starting. There were a lot of people that were bringing that up, or in the media, or looking at tweets and stuff like that Drake made, or comments he made saying that there was beef there. So that was stewing. So it could be to jump in front of that, right? This could be to jump in front of that. So, and then even after the features he dropped, every time he drops a feature, what do you do? You say, I don't want to hear nothing from him. He apologized. So regardless, anything he did, you would still have the same reaction. So he jumping in front of all of that leftover aftermath of what he did on stage. That's what this is about.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, Baldy, what's your initial take on the song, man?
The initial take is I don't want to hear this shit. I told y'all I'm tired of this dude, man. I'm tired of this dude, man. Now the thing about it is so funny is when this verse is another great verse. Dude be rapping. Like I like that he's I guess explaining it and talking about it. I mean, it's the elephant in the room anytime you hear him rap. Like, Doug, when I hear your songs, I want to enjoy them more, but like it's you, man. Like I'm not really trying to hear nothing from you right now. At least this time he kind of brought that up, kind of talked about the thing that's going on. Everybody want to hear from him about. I can't say I agree with it though.
So then let's talk about this. Let's start here, because everybody's saying he was sneak dissing, and some people saying that this track itself is a diss. Okay, so let's address this. Do y'all feel like J. Cole has been sneak dissing Kendrick for the past 10 years? Did you guys think that before First Pressure Shooter?
Nobody thought that, man.
I never thought that.
So this is a consistent narrative that is online, and this is what a lot of people are saying. You've been sneak dissing for 10 years, and now you're trying to act like you're above it all. You've been sneak dissing. People said he started the beef with First Person Shooter. A lot of people said that he started the beef with First Person Shooter. Did you guys think First Person Shooter was a diss?
I did not.
I mean, my thing is they didn't think it was a diss because they wanted Kendrick on a song. I don't think that, like, that's what I'm saying. Everybody has agreed. Like, I guess it's factual that they wanted Kendrick on First Person Shooter, right?
Yes.
That's fact. They both sides have stated that. So if they didn't want to diss him, they wanted to do some sort of coming together. I don't see how we can take these narratives. Like, those are bad narratives to me.
So people say it's not 10 years, it's recent, Hunger on the Hillside, and Pie. So Pie, I definitely thought was the diss to Kendrick. When it came out, because that was after like that, it already dropped.
Down.
And so I thought 1,000% that it was a diss to Kendrick. Let me pull up the lyrics to Pie. Because he does the trans reference that people were a lot of people were like upset about. But I thought that was this. But could we possibly be wrong? Like, could we just possibly have could people just be misinterpreting these type of lyrics as disses when they're not meant to be?
I thought those were all supposed to be disses.
Yeah, when Pie came out, Dumb It Down, you was doing a lyrical breakdown, and you was telling the people what it was.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to understand because for him to be above it, because this is what a lot of people are saying. If he's acting like he's above dissing, right? That's part of the issue. That's part of the issue everyone has with the song. He's acting like he's above dissing, but what everyone's saying is that he's been dissing. So
I disagree with that. I don't. Did he say he's above dissing?
yeah,
I didn't get that. What he was trying to
exactly.
say is he's above dissing. I thought he was trying to say
He
he's
said he wanna
above
keep it
dissing
music.
this guy.
No, I think he was. Well, he's definitely saying everything I wanted to do was just keep it music. I didn't want to do
Right.
no. So
Your
maybe
family, your wife,
if
your
even
daughter, this
yeah.
daughter, all that type
So
of
even
stuff.
if he was dissing Kendrick, it was only ever about music. He wasn't saying nothing personal to him.
Right.
So I mean I'm fine with that.
That's the same thing.
So even this, Benny said Cole was dissing Kendrick in Johnny P's Caddy. He didn't say Kendrick specifically,
Now, where
but
the hell that?
people thought Cole was dissing Benny, and Benny said, I think he's talking to those people he's usually compared to, meaning the other people in the big three.
That's not disses. That's saying that's. I guess people taking it different ways, man. I don't know if these ain't the same disses that him and Drake was talking about. Like,
Exactly.
I don't know what y'all saying, man. Y'all saying it's the same as
No,
him
that's
coming
what I'm
out
saying.
with what you call him?
Cole talking about competition and rap, and they talking about actual beef. Like, these niggas got a problem, they don't like each other. That's different.
So
I mean, maybe I'm missing them. I'm not hearing the direct ball.
To Pie right here, because I definitely felt like this was a diss, right? So he says his album dropped, it was trash. I literate, I can't spell it. Is you a demon or is that demeanor for the gram? Tell us they plead the fifth. I'm seeing hints of a trans fella in cancer culture vicinity. He's no killer, trust me. Beneath his chosen identity, he's still a pussy, right? I thought this is, clearly this is to Kendrick. I thought that, clearly this is to Kendrick. So you're saying that he wanted a beef, just didn't want the beef to get to where it got, where it's like talking about people's families and stuff, is what you're saying.
That's what I thought.
Okay. So
I thought he wanted beef. But they talked.
Mm-hmm.
And then he decided he didn't want beef. They talked after he released Might Delete Later, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
that's the time.
So this was out. I thought it was. I thought he thought it was go time after the Future song.
Like that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that. So Imperial Set said even on the Yachty song, he said, people fake progressive and woke. I started saying less. Don't ask how I feel about no rappers. They okay, I guess. I thought, you're like Imperial. I'm with Imperial Sets. I thought every bar that he's been saying for a little bit, like all those type of verses, I really thought they were at Kendrick. I really felt like, because I don't like y'all know how I feel about Kendrick. I felt like everything J. Cole was saying applied to Kendrick because I do think he's fake progressive and woke, and I do think he's fake at the end of the day. So
Hey, if that's how you feel, that only makes this shit even worse to me. If that's the case, if you was sending all them shots and you still backed out after all of that, then it look even worse. So hey, I'm down with that too. Even more going a hole and hide, nigga.
So
I mean, that
he
is true.
spent 2 years touring with Drake and didn't know it was personal. Then why this in the first place? You had 2 weeks to think about it. So
Exactly.
right. So then let's talk about the timeline here, okay? Because before we get in, we're gonna look at the lyrics for the actual Port Antonio song. So so the first person shooter dropped, and then it was like weeks and weeks later, like that drop, right?
Mhm.
And like that drops. Then it was like another,
It was 2 weeks.
Yeah,
after
2
that.
weeks. 2 weeks after that, and then did the first Kendrick disc drop, or did Cole go first?
Nah, Cole went first.
Okay, so Cole.
Because
So Cole dropped something.
remember, everybody was waiting to see if there's gonna be more disses on that other Future album that came out.
Right. Okay, so
There was
I
a whole bunch of more disses on the other Future album. Just
Just
that was
nothing
later.
important.
Yeah.
right.
Mm.
So then the issue is Cole got a call, or he talked to Schoolboy at the show. This is everyone said the same story. Talked with Schoolboy. Schoolboy said they talked, and he told him it was personal. So I don't know. Would y'all think that maybe Cole heard the diss, heard a diss, or heard where it was going beforehand? Because he says he knew where it was going. Do y'all think it's possible that it was
This nigga should have known when he was hanging out with Drake? That's what I'm saying. I don't understand. Like, if you've been touring with this nigga, and just to put the time frame in perspective, First Person Shooter came out a year ago. The beef just happened 3 months ago. So First Person Shooter been out a while. They did all the tour, big as the what tour, all of that. So you've been hanging out with Drake every day for 6 months, 8 months, and you didn't know that there was some type of problem, or I don't know. This seems weird to me, man.
I don't know, but
I don't know about that.
Drake
Bro.
reached out to Kendrick to ask him to be on the song. So I thought J. Cole was, so he plays, so put up the lyrics to because he plays like he is the one stopping the war in the middle of it. And I think this is why everyone has an issue, was because it's not clear whether he was starting the war, instigating a battle, or whether he was trying to get in the middle and stop the battle. If we take all those lines that we're talking about and we actually count them as disses, then what he's doing in this song is hypocritical. If we don't count them as disses, then what are those bars meant for? Like, why would you leave ambiguous bars that could be counted as disses? So honestly, really, when you say it that way, there's no way that it doesn't look bad for him, right? But let's scroll down. So the first verse, he talks a lot about him. He's kind of talking about his past, right? He talks a lot about his past. He has the I was Mike. This Michael Jackson flip is a dope track, but then again, it's where he gives that same idea. I was Mike and Red Leather trying to tell him to stop. You better beat it for you see the heavy metal get popped. So he was Mean Wing with the hell of a shot. If no team draft king, he gonna bet on the block, which I think is great bars. I mean, this dude is rapping top level, right? Top level. But he's painted himself as I'm trying to stop the violence. Right? So it doesn't fit if he is actually been taking shots this whole time. It just doesn't fit. So how do we like? Do we think he's just a liar, or do you think that we just been misinterpreting his rhymes this whole time?
I don't know. That's why I hate subs. You got to tell me. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's funny. But nah, I mean, now that you say that, I guess you're right, because it is clear that some of those things are direct, and then he is backing down now. But we already talked about his backing down is what the issue was. So maybe he kind of, I mean, we're gonna look at it when we get to the rest of it, and when he gives his reasoning, because it seems like this don't make sense.
So I do want to make it clear though, this first verse, he's talking about his past. So I mean, there's allusions to the second verse, but this could be a completely different context, you know, than the second verse. So, so that's he's talking about his friends on the block. This is not directed to Kendrick. He's talking about his friends on the block he was trying to stop from violence. So let's go to the second verse where all the stuff about the beef is, and yeah, I mean, so. Where do we start? Yeah, scroll down a little bit more. Yeah, it's right down at the bottom. Go scroll down more. All right. So, okay. So it says, I hate what raps to come. Like do not disturb signs. Can't knock it if I see it's about the dough. They instigate the effery, but it's profitable because it's profitable. But singing stop the violence tunes when dudes in hospitals. All right. I pulled the plug because I've seen where that was about to go. They wanted blood, they wanted clicks, they wanted pockets to grow. Their pockets to grow. So let's talk about this part. The facts are, I see a lot of people saying, because I've seen I saw Wayno's video and he was like, this bar's stupid. No, nobody thought the beef was gonna get to, you know, violence any sort. But people did shoot at Drake's house, right? That was a thing. Someone got shot at The Weeknd's house. That was a thing. These are factual events that happened. So
the Hells Angels showed up. Don't forget about the Hells Angels.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. Who got beat up by the Hells Angels? I forgot.
Rick Ross.
Yeah, Rick Ross. Yeah. So the violence did happen. This is factual thing, right? Violence happened from this beef. Okay, maybe it didn't get to like people dying, but there was violence. So, do y'all feel like this is a credible? Like, what do y'all think of these bars?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, do you think that this is a legit excuse to say I stopped because I didn't want it to get violent?
Yeah.
Do you think that's a legitimate excuse, or
that's legit? I mean, but that's the same as saying I was scared it was about to get violent.
Is that a bad thing to say? I was scared it was about to get violent.
I like that. That's a better interpretation. That's a good one.
It's not different. Like you saying, like, oh, my pen is great, but I would have. I mean, like, I really don't buy that. To be honest with you, I don't buy if he's thinking it's going to go to violence. I don't think that's what he's alluding to here. You think it's violence, or you think it's just like the level that they took it to, where you can't be friends no more after you say I got a child and I'm a pedophile and all this type of stuff?
I mean, you can take it both ways. You could say it's metaphorical violence, verbal violence, but it also could be, like I said, there was real physical violence that occurred. So yeah, I mean, either way, you can take it.
But he talking about? I mean, who's he talking about here when you talk about they wanted blood, they wanted clicks?
That's what I think. That's talking about the fans.
Yeah, that's talking about me. Yeah, that's talking about me.
Hey, I did.
Yeah. I mean, that's true.
I wanted it.
Yeah. So then, again, I think you definitely dodged smoke. I mean, that's fair to say. I think it's obvious for everybody. You played yourself at your own festival. And then you would have lost
the corniest line of all time. Come on, man. That shit is bad.
You talking about this
wait. He stopped before any violence happened, though. That's not what he said on stage. So, okay. So, People in the chat calling Cap on him afraid of violence. He did stop before there was violence, but he said he saw where it was about to go. He's seen where it was about to go. Right.
I wouldn't have lost a battle dog. I would have lost a bro. Oh man, I almost turned that shit off when I heard that. That's
why you hate that line so much?
That's a bad bar, bro. Oh man, who's he talking about? One, if it's Kendrick, it's really bad because once again, like you pointed out a million times, everybody always saying what Kendrick told them behind the scenes and this and that. But Kendrick ain't nowhere to be seen. He'll never say nothing in public. So I don't know why so many people shoot him bail.
So you're not bros. Yeah.
Exactly. You can't be bros. Like that's not bro behavior.
Well, that's my biggest issue with J. Cole is that Kendrick don't seem like he's a friend. Like nothing from his actions sound like he is a friend of J. Cole. Like, have you seen anything? J. Cole's out here saying like, "I love you, love you." Have you seen Kendrick do anything in history that made it seem like they're friends? I don't get it. I don't really get it. It's a one-sided relationship. That's why I feel like it looks so corny. That's my biggest issue. Like, it looks so corny when you like try to be friends with somebody who don't care about you. You just said F the big three. It's just big me.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's bad, man. And then you just go on stage. I love Kendrick. Y'all love Kendrick too, and it's just I don't know, man. I don't know how you get past that. Dumb it down. I really don't know. Like that's all I hear every time. I'm like, I love Kendrick. Like what? That's crazy.
Yeah, clap it up for my man. Yeah, what he told the crowd.
Oh man, that's crazy. If I was at that festival, boo this man.
Yeah,
I'm buying tomatoes from the burger stand, throwing the little slices out. Like, come on, dog, you got me. This, yeah. Like Imperial Stats said, Cole is a goofy. That's goofy as hell.
Yeah.
Still calling him a bro after this is even worse. That's what I'm saying. And if you're talking about Drake, why would you have lost Drake for not being on his side? Like, I don't understand that. You couldn't. This line has to be about Kendrick to me.
It is. That's the only. Yeah, it's only. Yeah, it's about Kendrick. So.
I'm still calling this nigga a bro after this. When they both said your name, called it, and oh man, yeah, nah. This your boy though, dumb it down.
Yeah, I think it's weird. I do think it's weird. But I think Cole wanted a friendly competition. Clearly, I mean, is what he seemed to have wanted, right? Friendly competition, and I think my personal take. And this is, again, I'm shooting Cole bail, all right? This is my only bail I got for him. He wanted friendly competition. He wanted Kendrick on the song with him, on first-person shooter. He wanted to rap against the dude. I think this dude, Kendrick's been ducking J. Cole. I've said that forever. Their joint album never came out together, you know, whatever. Like, they never be on a song together. Every time J. Cole, you know, asked the dude, you know, they just asked the dude to be on the song. Kendrick won't be on the song with them. So I think that he's been ducking. I think Cole has to feel some kind of way about it.
Obviously,
no, but exactly is why I don't believe him. Because you dissing the dude. Right? You did all the subs, like we said. You did a 7-minute drill song, like we said. And I think he really has feelings. You know, he felt some sort of way about all the stuff. Everything he said on a 7-minute drill, he had to believe it. He wrote it. He had to believe it. But I think he just didn't want, or I don't know. Like he doesn't want to get down in the dirt. Right?
You think this is an old verse?
Come on and say.
Do you think this is a new verse, an old verse? When you think he recorded this verse?
No, this is new. This is new.
I think this is trash. Because like, why are you just like, why you still feel like this? To me, you're not held in that same regard. Like, yeah, why?
It's over. Yeah.
Yes. And this right here is. You're not supposed to love this dude, man.
Exactly.
You got
Yeah.
all these subs and all these lines for this guy, but you a great bro.
So yeah, if he never dropped 7 Minute Drill, I wouldn't be clowning him for this track at all. A great point. Again, to me, 7 Minute Drill, you wrote it. You had to, write it down, spit it, listen to it again, then put it on the internet. He heard it multiple times. He had to at least believe the things he was writing, right? So either he just didn't like the response he got from it, or he just didn't want to get dragged down into the mud with these other two dudes. Because these dudes did go into the mud, right?
Maybe he got some real mud. Maybe he was worried that they was going to expose him, man. Maybe he got 1,000 pounds of lube in his basement. Maybe he involved in some crazy stuff. Maybe he got a couple bodies or something. I don't know. But he didn't want the stuff to get exposed.
This man deleted the song after, man. Like, I don't understand. You just gotta go away, man. I can't get past, like, there's nothing that he could do right now to make me get over this. Not right now. Time heals all, man. Go away. I don't want to see this. How you calling this nigga your bro still? I don't understand.
Yeah, I know. That's I don't like that at all. But let's continue on, right? So he says, I would have lost the bro, I would have gained the foe, and all for what? To attain some more props from strangers that don't have a clue. Wait, where'd you go?
Yeah, right under. No, you're good.
I'm right under, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What I've been aiming for since age of 14, Jermaine is no king. If that means I got to dig up dirt and pay the whole team of algorithm bot just to sway the whole thing on social media, competing for favorable memes. See, people take this as a another Kendrick diss.
Yeah.
All right. Some people are saying this is a Kendrick diss.
That's not a diss. Both sides did that. Is that a diss?
Right.
No, a lot of people are crediting it to Kendrick. A lot of people saying it's Kendrick diss.
Why? Why is that a diss? Both of them did this. This is what happened. This is what the battle was.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But I don't know.
Agreed.
I thought they both did this. Yeah.
I agree.
They obviously both did this.
I think people are saying this to Kendrick because at the end of the song, Cole says, "I still love you, Drake. Please don't cut me off. I want to be on your next tour with you." Please
So you think that's it?
Instagram.
He just like, yo, Drake, we still need to be friends. So that's what this song is, just an apology to Drake. He did it as an apology to Kendrick, and now this is his apology to Drake.
Exactly. Yeah,
I mean,
man. This dude just want to have a good holiday when he goes see his two daddies now. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Let me stop. I don't get it. Yeah, you about to make me get disrespectful to Cole, and I love Cole. I don't want to do that.
I told you. Look, man. So all right, let's continue on. All right. So I do agree. I think that this is the big part. I hate what people are saying online about they're saying this is a diss. I think this is J. Cole just telling the truth. This is what the battle was. Okay, there's people who don't want to believe it, but both sides I agree with y'all. Both sides use these algorithms, these bots. They use social media to sway people's thoughts. This is in 2024. This is how propaganda and media and things are disseminated. This is how advertisement works now, right? People use these bots.
They literally said this is what Russia did to get Trump elected.
Right, and it works, but I feel like both sides feel like they're not. It's not their side. No, like Kendrick will never use bots, or Drake will never use bots. But I just feel like that both sides probably did this. There's no evidence, of course. Like, how do I know? I think both sides probably did this, and I think J. Cole is just telling the truth here. He's just saying, I don't want to do
just
that.
Simple record label stuff. Like they always do this for everything. And the bigger you are, the more bots you get to push whatever it is. Like,
agreed.
They know young people don't watch TV, man.
Right.
And most people don't watch TV with commercials, so they got to get you some way. This the way.
Right. So I don't take this as a diss. I just take this as someone telling the truth. So then he goes on to be considered the best or live and rest. Weigh both things. I understand the thirst of being first that made them both swing. Protect the legacy so lines get crossed. Perhaps regrettably, my friends went to war. I walked away with all their blood on me. And now some will discredit me, try to wipe away my pedigree. But please find a brother that's rapping this incredibly. So number one,
that was fire. That was fire, right?
Yeah, that's fire. He is rapping incredibly.
It's not fire.
It is fire. I'm sorry, it's fire.
It would be fire if it wasn't him who said it. Some will discredit me. Yes,
nobody rapping this incredibly. Come on.
I'm gonna discredit you because you stood on stage and played yourself. You're gonna continue to get discredited as well.
That's what I'm saying. Like Cole acting like for years, this man has been trying to get to the position to where he was at the start of this beef, where people are actually mentioning you with the other three. You've been on an incredible run. You keep saying that I don't know why y'all keep throwing the bronze at me. Like I'm coming for the you've been doing this for years.
He didn't say I don't know why y'all keep. He said they threw the bronze at me behind Drake and Cole. Those dudes are superstars to me. He didn't say, oh, I shouldn't get the bronze. He said that's fine. He said I'll take the bronze. That was his stance. I feel like every time he says the big three thing, because he constantly will say the three, we the big three. I don't think he is like dissing them, saying he's bigging them up. I don't think those are disses.
Bro, he's been saying I'm trying to be the best for a while. And
well, he says I'm the best.
When you get the chance to prove it, you fold it. You fold it. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know how you can get over that. Like, if you've been going for something for so long, telling everybody in the world over and over again, I want this one thing, and then you get the chance to actually grab it, seal it, and then you fold it.
See, this is where this is the take I disagree with the most. This is where we're gonna argue. All right, because in pure stats, I agree with what he's saying. People thinking they have to rap battle to be great is dumb. As well, how many greats, I think is what he meant to say, never battled anyone, right? You don't have to battle to be great. I disagree with you saying, this is the chance to prove he was number one. You don't have to battle to be the greatest. Okay, there are tons of greats who've never battled. We never seen Scarface, Andre 3000 in a battle. We never seen lots of great rappers in a battle.
There's not that many. Wait, hold on. There's not that many, Doug. There's not that many. You making it sound like everybody never been in one for real?
Okay, I just named Scarface, Andre 3000. Right? These are people put in the top.
If you name your top 10,
right?
7 of them probably was in some kind of battle.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe I'm wrong.
These are 2 people that are in a lot of people's top 10, are they not?
Okay. And then the other 8 have been I don't know. It's a majority of them have been in a battle, but that's not.
So what's your top? What's your top 5? Go ahead and list your top 5 real quick, Baldy.
Oh man, that changes all the time. But if you're gonna put if you go through the traditional, I think mostly agreed upon top 5 people, you got Jigga. Battles.
Yes. Who lost?
Nas, of course. Battles. Yeah, but Jigga had a lot of subs in other battles and people he dissed and people he won against and stuff like that. So, okay, but still, of course, Nas. Of course, who else you gonna put? Tupac, of course, and Big. You're gonna put, people like LL. Who else you gonna put? Now you're gonna put 3 Stacks and Scarface.
Yes.
Okay. And then who else? Ghostface? Ghostface have no battles?
No battles.
I don't know if that's true, man.
Ghostface
Black Thought. Okay, Black Thought doesn't have no battles. I don't think nobody wants it with him.
No battles.
Doom is not a top 10 rapper. Rakim,
no
okay.
battles.
Kai is not a top 10 rapper right now. Blue don't have no battles.
Blue, no battles. Redman and Method Man, no battles.
Redman, Method
Rakim,
Man,
no battles. No battles. This is what I'm saying. We Tribe Called Quest, no battles. Right?
We consider them a great group, but not like.
But
single
what I'm saying is,
MCs.
there's tons of great rappers. Most Def, Kweli.
There's tons of great
no
rappers. I
battles.
agree. There's tons of great rappers. I agree.
So what I'm saying is, we can list a lot of people and still be no battles. Big
Not
Boy,
your
the
greatest
other
greats.
rapper.
The greatest greats. A lot of them been in battles, man. A lot of the greatest greats been in battles, man.
Yeah, y'all naming
Jay-Z
people that's
lost
not
his
in
only
April
battle.
top-
Jay-Z lost his only battle. People still put
That's-
him
Oh,
at the top.
I don't think that's correct, man.
You don't think that's correct? That's correct. That he
And
lost
it's
his only
not
battle?
about winning or losing. It's about going out there and doing it.
Okay, so it's not about. It's just about proving you can do it. All right.
Yeah,
So-
it's about standing up for yourself. Like, oh man,
I mean, I think that
J. Cole
if you
didn't have to get in no battles, but
if you saying you the
himself in
number
the battle.
one, normally somebody come for that spot. And
Yeah.
generally when we've had battles in rap history, that's what's happened, right?
Mhm.
You know, people came out, Juice Crew was on top, KRS was like, nah. You know what I mean? Like people consistently have done this where people was on top, other people said, no, you're not the top. Nas said it to Big, Big said it to Nas, you're not the top. They had real battles with Jigga and Nas and Tupac and Big about being at the top. People a lot of times have those type of arguments, and so I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's a thing. Like some people attract more of it, obviously, like an Eminem. But I mean, that's because he's always talking shit about people.
But what you're talking about is who's the hottest, who's the most popular. It's not about who's the best lyricist or who's the best rapper. Those are like, again, Black Thought. Black Thought on every track he'll say I'm the best or whatever, stuff like that. Nobody's coming for him.
Okay,
right?
but that's a lot different though, man. That's a lot
Okay.
different, man. First of all, people scared of Black Thought, and if they thought they needed to battle him, they wouldn't. It'd be a little bit different. But he's not an artist that's getting that type of play either. So you could go walk down the street and say, "Yo, you heard that Black Thought song?" And a lot of people are not gonna know who you're talking about, and they care about that. Jigga cares about that. You know,
that's
some
what I'm
people
saying.
care about that a ton.
Well, what I'm saying is that you're talking about who's the you're talking about on the radio, like they were, when you talk about the Jay-Z, Biggie, like those are the people that were the biggest in the game, were top of the game, and they're fighting over the number one spot in the game, not the number one spot in rap, or being the best lyricist.
But J. Cole said he wanted the number one spot. He said he wanted the number
never
one
said
spot.
that.
He said, "Give me that spot." He said, "I'm the best." He never said that.
He never said he was the best.
He said he's the best rapper, not exactly like Black Thought says it. He's not saying he was the number one. He said the opposite.
Oh my
that Drake
God.
and Kendrick are superstars to me. He's not saying that I'm the best. I'm the number one most popular rapper. He's never said that. He's never made that claim. He's never made the claim that he's the number one rapper. He said, "I'm the best lyricist. I'm the best rapper." Not the
Right.
most popular.
So that's
in fact,
when
when he did First Person Shooter was his first number one song. And when he did the interview with Yachty, he said, "I hope it doesn't go number one because I don't want my first number one to be with him or to be with somebody else like that." So he's never said that he was number one, like in that way, in the way you're talking about. He's only said he's the best rapper.
Bruh.
This is bad. This is a bad take. This is bad take. This is bad take.
How is this a
right
bad
here.
take? No, all I'm saying is you're saying that people battle for the number one spot. Okay, am I correct? People battle for the number one spot. Okay, J. Cole has never been trying to be the number one most popular rapper. He's never done that. He's never said that.
He's not most popular, but dog, every song he said he was the best. Every song for the last 2 or 3
He
years.
says the opposite. He says on Secret Recipe, he says, if I'm on your track, the stream's going up. Not quite the Drake effect, okay, but just give me the check and take what you get. Like that's what he says. He's like, I'm not gonna give you the same level of
popularity.
Yeah,
yes,
we're not talking about popularity.
Yes, you are.
No, we're not.
My statement was
We're talking
you
about
don't have
his
to battle
lyrics.
to be named the greatest rapper. You don't have to battle. You're saying you're naming people who are fighting for the number one most popular spot. You said Jay-Z.
No, I'm saying is when you declare yourself the best, somebody gonna say, "Oh yeah," and they're gonna try to hit that mark. Now, everybody's not gonna test every person, but a lot of times somebody gonna try to hit that mark. I mean, that's what happens, unless they think they, like I said, Black Thought. People not messing with Black Thought.
Right.
He about the only one that consistently could say that, walk down the street, get on songs with any top rapper. They know it's Black Thought. It's Black Thought. But
we named
most
all
other people that said I'm number one, somebody came and tried to take that spot.
All these people.
None of these people at the Black Thought is worthy of being close to a top 10 even.
Okay.
And we already talked about them.
We already addressed this. Yeah.
Man, nobody trying to fight Andre 3000 in his turban, man. When 3 Stacks was rapping, he was always on that shit. He never was like, I'm the greatest that y'all has ever seen. You can't get on the track with me. Like, this is the type of that was a J. Cole verse. Like, he was saying that same shit for 2-3 years. Now, don't tell me now.
Guest verse. Exactly. Every guest verse, I'm killing these niggas. I'm barring everybody.
Now you trying to tell me that he didn't really want to battle?
Exactly. Come on, man.
Yeah.
This revisionist history.
Sure did.
All right. Okay. That's fine. So you're saying that he's been trying to take Drake's and Kendrick's spot this whole time. That's what you're saying. That's what J. Cole wanted.
He wanted recognition as the best lyricist in his generation.
Exactly.
That's what he wanted.
Which is not the same as being done, taking their spot. It's not the same as taking their spot.
No, I don't think
that's the number one spot right now.
Star like Drake. I don't think
right now people say Kendrick is the best rapper in their generation.
No, they don't. Mm-hmm. No, they don't. Everyone knows J. Cole is rapping the best right now. Everyone knows it. It's not even close. Is anybody saying that Kendrick is rapping better than J. Cole right now? I don't believe that. No one's saying that.
You know what they're saying? They're saying that this nigga folded. They're calling him J Fold. That's what they're doing. They're calling him J Fold in the chat. If you ask him what they're calling him, that's what they're saying right now.
And they still hear every verse, any podcast, anything you watch when they say, is anybody out rapping J. Cole right now? Everyone will be like, nah, nobody's out rapping J. Cole. He's killing.
That's cool.
People are, but okay.
Again, nobody in the mainstream, right? The people that they talk about. Yes, okay. If you want to talk about Method Man, or okay, but nobody's talking about Method Man, right? I wish people would talk about him more, but he's got to get on. I guess I don't know, the more mainstream type of tracks. But what I mean is, in the mainstream, everyone knows J. Cole's the best rapper right now of mainstream rappers.
I don't think that's true, man. I think everybody knows he ran, man. Everybody knows he had the chance to be that dude, and he ran.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not even a running. That's what I agree that you do not have to battle to be number one, but you should have never stuck your foot in there. Like, you did it to yourself. That's the whole problem in this. He didn't have to do anything, but he did.
Yes. He had a free smoke sign up, and then the dude walked up to that sign, and he was just like, nah, this shit right here?
No,
don't read that sign.
Yeah. This is where I disagree.
What you think
Kendrick did the opposite. He said he literally invited, come on my track. This is the difference. This is where we got where I disagree with everyone. Everyone's takes on this. It's because I think there's a difference between competition and confrontation. Okay? Those are two different things, right?
Not really.
No, they're not. They are different. They're not the same. Okay, it's like the difference between if I'm a competitor. If I would say you got two like basketball players, right? You got the basketball players who go out and compete, right? Let's say you got Steph Curry or something like that, and then you got the players who are constantly in confrontation, like the Draymond Greens. Okay, you would not say that Draymond Green is a better player because he gets in people's face, or he punched people in the nuts, or he punched somebody in the mouth You wouldn't say that because he's getting a technical foul or something like that.
Man.
He's
I don't like this
confrontational.
analogy at all. I don't like this
It
analogy.
doesn't mean that he's more competitive.
That's a form of competition. That's a type of competition. Your metaphor, that metaphor is whack, though. That metaphor.
How is it a whack metaphor?
Because that's a type of competition. Steph can't be Steph without Draymond. You need somebody that's gonna be doing that stupid shit if you're gonna do all this soft shit on the other side.
Don't you think Steph?
Yeah, you do.
So you say,
come on,
Draymond
man.
has to be
Draymond is a
team?
crucial part of why they won. Yes,
big for his defense and stuff like that. Not for his antics.
The antics add to it, man. The antics add to it.
All of it, yeah, exactly, all of it.
Okay, so
that's all part of it.
It's only antics and annoying now because they're not winning. Exactly,
right. When it was over the top, when you going over the top to be physical, they know, hey, you don't mess with my man's over here. Not gonna do all this, but I'm gonna do all this shit. You gonna get your nuts punched over here. You know what I'm saying? You better act right.
Exactly.
Like that's what he bringing to the court.
So you all said if two guys been subbing you in tracks for years, why would you accept the feature request? Because if you number one, Kendrick started all this saying, I'll murder everybody on Control, all right? But he never rapped with anybody. Never rapped with anybody. Okay, he didn't have the best verse on that song, and then he still, to this day, has not rapped with anybody. Kendrick Lamar has more rap verses with Taylor Swift than he has with real rappers. Okay? That's problematic. That's what I'm saying. You giving him the best rapper award? That dude is a fraud. Okay, I'll take a coward over a fraud any day. Give me the coward. Give me the coward.
No, they both very bad. They both very bad. But how bad?
One of them put out song of the year, nigga.
what kind of coward are you, man? Because they got different types of cowards, man. Because if you was really a coward, you would have kept your mouth shut and not started that shit in the first place, or not put out a whole bunch of disses. You see what I'm saying? If you really, but you was big and bold. You was that dude that was on the court talking shit, bullying everybody, talking about I'm gonna fuck you up. But then he like runs away right away, like as soon as he get bumped into, then he don't want to fight no more. Oh my bad, dog, my bad. You know that's a big difference. That's a big difference.
Yeah, it's like you've been beating up on little kids, and then this nigga walked up. No, you my bro. We ain't got no problem. Now we bros now.
That's like every bully in history. It's like every bully in history. That's how they all act. All right. But regardless, I stand on my listen. You might say it's a bad take. I stand on my take. I'll take the coward over the fraud, man. I don't like. Okay, if you say you are the best rapper, rap with other rappers. This is what the beauty of the feature is. All right. We were talking about how important features are last week. To me, the beauty of the feature is it's just mano y mano. Okay, you don't. There's nothing else included. You're not talking about this person makes the better beat, or this person picked the better beat, or this person has the better hook. You're on the same song, same beat, same hook, same everything. It's just my verse versus your verse. Okay, who's better? And Kendrick has never done that. Right? He
not recently.
When has he done it? Ever?
What you mean?
When does he rap with them? When does he rap with anybody?
He used to rap with the TDE people all the time.
Okay, exactly. Used to all the time before he got big, right?
So I don't know what year it was. Definitely the Mr. What you call him? He was on that what you call him album with the J-Rock, that J-Rock album. He wasn't on that last Soul album, right?
No. He hasn't
rapped. I think the last time I heard him rap versus Back and Forth was on that J-Rock album, the one that was really good.
Okay, so how long?
Oh no, but he was on that Black Panther song, them Black Panther songs.
That with SZA, not with the rap.
Yeah, that was the same time. No, that was the same time.
Miss me with that bullshit.
Yeah, that was on J-Rock album
that song go.
That
was. That was. Okay.
Okay. So that's a while ago. And okay, that's a while ago. J-Rock.
That was a while ago. He rapped with, Ghostface out-rapped him on his album, and Kodak.
Right. So tell me who.
But yeah, so you telling me the last time?
Out-rapped.
So you telling me the last time was then?
Tell me who Kendrick has out-rapped. I'm just saying. Just
he out-rapped Phife Dawg on that Tribe album. What year was that?
I don't remember Kendrick's verse on that Tribe album.
It was good.
Okay, all right. Then I'll take you where. Gee, I'll rap.
Conrad Tokyo.
I'm not gonna.
I'm just saying. Like, what year was
that's
that?
Fine.
17?
Is that okay? Are we
18?
Like, I'm just saying. He has
Nostalgia was around that same time, I guess.
That was that time. That's his one. Every Kendrick fan brings this verse up because that's his one.
What year was that?
Super dope verse.
That was like 16 or something, huh? What year was that? Was a long time ago.
Super long time ago.
That that J-Rock album was after that.
Yeah.
So Imperial says features aren't mono because people email songs and hear each other's verses first. I still don't think
sometimes you're right. That's modern. That is the modern way it's done most of the time.
But you still people that is you wrote a verse before you sent it. You should be confident in your verse. All right. If you get washed, that's a reflection of you, not oh, they heard my verse first. You didn't rap well. Like you didn't rap to the standard. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's it. I don't think that's an excuse. Okay. There's plenty of rappers who send their verse off, they have features on their track and aren't getting washed. Okay.
Yeah.
They're not getting washed. All right. J. Cole had his whole Might Delete Later. He didn't get washed on any song. All right. If he sent the song to Daylight and Damn Soul, or he sent the song to Cam or whatever, right? It doesn't matter. He's not getting washed on any song. Right? That's a different like thing. I don't care who put what verse on first. He got washed
in real life. He got washed outside the song.
All right. Matt says diss tracks are more of a competition. I disagree with that. I just disagree with that. Like we said,
it's a different type of competition. That's a different type of competition.
Again, it's confrontation, not competition. It's not the same thing.
It's still competition, man. Now hold on. Why are you trying to make it like it's not competition, man?
Because
like Draymond Green don't really compete.
No. Okay. Yeah, he's competing. I'm not saying that. All right. So what I'm saying is that this beef was not about rap. It wasn't about who was the better rapper.
No, it wasn't about who was the better rapper.
The fact is, Drake was the better rapper in the beef, in my opinion. Family Matters had bars. I think Drake had the best bars out of the beef.
I think people give a ton of credit to what you call him.
For what?
What's the other Kendrick song? Not Meet the Grams.
Euphoria.
People love Euphoria.
Yeah, Euphoria. Yeah,
I just can't imagine niggas listen to these songs, bro. I don't know.
I never listened to these songs, to be honest with you.
The best line on Euphoria was the one.
No, not about that.
No, it was the one that he took from the battle rapper. It was the gun bar.
I don't know about that. I don't remember.
The YNW Melly bar. That was the best bar. That was from Euphoria, right? And I think, but he stole that from a battle rapper. I think Drake had the best mic flip on the Family Matters song. And I think that's why J. Cole's been doing all these Michael Jackson flips.
That's not the same thing.
What?
I don't think that's the same thing, man.
I don't think it's the same thing at all.
For a feature verse, I don't think it's the same thing.
Yeah, I don't agree with this analogy either. Right here, Imperial Stats. If I know your hand, it doesn't matter. I got all aces. It don't matter if you know my hands or not. Okay, you can't beat it. Like, you just can't rap as well as me, right? You can know my whole hand, and I'll still beat you. All right, because that's what I got. I got a royal flush in my hand. Go ahead, do whatever you got. Like, play what you got. Like, whatever. You're not gonna beat me, right? If you really confident in your verse, that's what plenty of rappers have done, right? We know Jay-Z heard Eminem's verse on Renegade, right? That was a song already made. It doesn't mean he didn't get washed. It don't matter if he heard the verse first or not. He got washed. It's that simple,
No, it's controversy right there. People still arguing about that.
They argue about every JZL.
Yeah. So, all right. So J4 from Copperville. What do you mean? How humble? You're right. I mean, at the end of the day, let's pull up the lyrics again so we can finish up. All right. So because this is, I think, the thesis of his statement comes at the end. They say I'm picking sides. A, don't lie on me. They start another war. A, Drake, you will always be my brother. I ain't ashamed to say you did a lot for me. F all the narratives. Tap it back into your magic pen is what's imperative. Reminding these folks of why we do it. It's not for beefing. It's for speaking our thoughts, pushing ourselves, reaching the charts, reaching our minds, deep in your hearts, screaming to find, emotions to touch, someone inside to open you up. Help you cope with the rough times. I'm sending love because we ain't. But the other part right above this. I'm sorry. The other part right above this is the because I feel like this is the thesis of his right above
this right
this.
here.
Yeah, my dog texted me. I'll share the words he said to me. If you refuse to shoot the gun, don't mean the gun ain't deadly. Right? A lot of people have been talking about this bar right here. I guess that metaphor, hypothetically, the gun is me. I text him back. Guess a gun ain't what I'm trying to be. Right? They stripped me of my spot, and now I'm finally free. Okay? I think this is the thesis to the record.
Ooh, yeah. Lameness.
Why is it boo?
Corny.
Why is that corny?
What do you mean?
Why is it corny?
Go ahead. Tell me why it's corny. Go ahead.
Because he said he.
So
Go ahead, B-Dog. I'll let you go.
in the context, he's saying it as a all right. So this, I'm assuming this verse is after everything that's happened, right? This makes me think that because he's saying just because you shoot the gun don't mean you're not deadly, right?
He's not saying it. No, that's what somebody else said to him.
Yeah. Yes. But okay, J. Cole's the gun. Nigga, you put the gun on the table.
No, you misunderstood the whole thing. You misunderstood the whole thing. J. Cole said, I'm not the gun. I'm not the gun.
Yeah, no, we saw him say it on stage. We saw him say, I'm not the gun. That's when we saw him say it. We saw it.
So he said it again here. He said it again here. That's the thesis of the song.
Still
I'm
the
not
same
the gun.
lameness as when he said it. That's the point. It's still lame the second time.
Baldy, you agree? You agree?
Of course, I agree, 100%. How could you not? I mean, I'm sorry, the dude. Like, look, I get what you're saying. I understand your perspective. You don't want to fight with him. That don't mean I can't hate on it. That shit is weak. I mean, we had disagreements in this world. I'm not going to instantly forgive this. I'm not going to get the way he went about it adds insult to injury. The injury is bad enough, but the way he did it too makes it so much worse. So of course we're going to continue to hate on it. It's going to live on forever in hip hop. To me, it's never been done. It's unprecedented L. It's a level of unprecedented illness that goes with this. And so when he talks about now, well, some will discredit me. Yes. Wipe away your pedigree. Yes. But you did that, not me, dog. I didn't tell you go on stage at your own festival and mess your own self up, step on the rake, and it hit you in the face. Like, I didn't tell you to do that. So of course we're gonna not believe in you.
I think I like this part. I know a lot of people, everyone's disagreeing. Matt says it's the weakest part. This is the thesis, and I like this part. He's saying, I'm not a gun. Okay, he's clearly saying, I'm not here to hurt other people. I'm not here to tear anyone down. Okay, that's not how he wants to compete. All right,
Boo. These are 100 millionaires. Like,
yeah, let's tear each other down. Yeah, like, what are we talking about?
Like, how much are they really losing? Like, nigga, what are you talking about? This is not the worst thing that's gonna happen to these niggas ever, like at all.
You say that, but people are come on, man. People actually all right. So people are out here call it Drake. A PDF file everywhere he goes. And there are people out here that actually thinks that Kendrick, abuses his girl, and then there are people who think Drake has another child. I mean, like these are large lies to say about someone if they're lies. They're very big lies.
Give me 100 million. Watch how many lies about me come out, dog. Like I don't. And some of them might be true. I'm gonna be a wild boy. I'm telling the truth, nigga. Like, what you mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand. Whitney done been through worse stuff than Drake saying that her man beat her. Either he did beat her, and that's worse than somebody saying he did, or he didn't, and he cheated on her and all of this other shit. She'll be all right, nigga. She got a lot of money to be okay with. She got shit to do. She'll be all right.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. All right, so we just gotta agree to disagree. I saw Justin Hunt did his whole. Did y'all see this? He did his whole collaboration. He had like.
I saw it pop up, but I didn't watch it. I didn't watch nothing about this really, to be honest with you, man. I didn't really want to hear what other people said.
Okay, all right. So he did assemble a bunch of YouTubers to talk about this track as well. And FD Signifier was the only one that who actually liked the track, or seemed like the only one that actually liked the track. And so I guess I'm with him. It's obviously the unpopular opinion. I like the track. I like the thesis to say I'm not a gun. I just see this as him saying I'm not here to tear other people down. I don't want to compete that way. That's not what I'm about.
Tear them niggas down.
Yeah,
put them down.
Yeah.
A lot of my favorite rappers have not been in a beef. A lot of my personally favorite rappers haven't been. Blue hasn't been in any beefs. Fonte hasn't been in any beefs. Right?
Yeah, it's only you just about to name a bunch of lame motherfuckers, man.
Lupe only got to do a beef recently because of
and he killed that
because
nigga.
of the podcast he was on, not because of like it was some rap stuff.
Royce ain't been the same since, nigga.
I know he tore him down. He tore him down, but Lupe was my favorite before the beef. He was my favorite afterwards. It wasn't. Now Royce's place definitely changed. But mostly because he hasn't made anything good since. I don't know. I don't know. So I don't know. So I guess I got an unpopular opinion. The chat doesn't agree with me either.
But the thing is, so I don't dislike the song, man. Like, yeah, that's the thing is I don't dislike the song, and I know some people really bought into all the stuff that they were saying about each other. I haven't until I see some kind of real stuff. So I actually gained respect for Drake from the battle because I didn't think he was going to really go. I didn't think they really was going to go back and forth like that. I mean, I gained respect for both of them. I already had respect for Kendrick, even though I just don't like his music. And then I didn't really have respect for Drake because I don't like his music at all. And I just think he's like a complete phony. And then, I did gain respect for Drake. I thought he went out on the shield with the losses, even though it just came to like, let's make up all the lies we can. Mm-hmm. You're a wife beater. You're a rapist. Like, they was really going in.
Whoa. We got to watch those words on YouTube. Yeah, but go ahead.
Okay. I mean, well, look, I'm sorry. I've been watching TV the last couple of days. I watched some football today, and every commercial was, if you get an abortion, you gotta have rape or whatever. It's like this Kamala Harris is trying to stop it, and then Donald Trump is trying to start it, and they were trying to do this, and he's gonna tear down this country. And I'm like, my goodness, man, these political ads be going in.
The political ads are crazy. Yeah, the political ads are crazy right now.
They had like a 5-year-old girl.
Like, it's gonna be like the end of the world. They make it sound so dramatic, man. Like, whew, all right.
Yeah, that's funny.
So, my fault.
So,
come on, man, that never happened, dog. You can't.
I'm saying, dog. That's crazy.
We just saying all kinds of shit, man.
But this is what I'm saying. Man. People believe the stuff that's been said right now, dog. People believe all this stuff. Like all this, the culture vulture stuff. People have been talking about that a lot. The culture vulture stuff has been getting a lot of talk about. So since we on this, we finished to talk about the J. Cole thing. Any other thoughts on that before we move to the next topic?
Shut your ass up, J. Cole. God damn. Go sit down, nigga. Yeah. Please do not drop that album this year. I'm begging you.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. Please drop the album. Everyone will still listen to it. Okay? Man said he's finally free. They stripped him of his spot. He's finally free. So he don't care about B-Dog's opinions. All right? He don't care about B-Dog's opinions.
Obviously, he cares. He put a damn song out. He care about something. he addressed it for a reason.
Yep. B-Dog was one of his big fans, dog. B-Dog would have been right front row at that festival when he said this. Like, I don't even know how I would react if I was at a show and Ghostface was yo, this whole time I've been out here rocking with the robes. I'm really anti-robes. I hate robes. I'd have been like, wait, what? Where am I at? That's like my whole life's a lie. Like, come on, no, it can't be true, Ghost.
Yeah.
So that if J. Cole did that, if I was his biggest fan and I was at that show, oh my god, I'd be so mad. Like,
I really wanted to go this year too. I was like, man, he putting out good music. Like peak J. Cole this year. We saw peak J. Cole this year and worst J. Cole at the same time. That's rare. That's rare.
See, nobody else doing it like him, man. Nobody.
No, that's a fact. Yeah.
Yeah, like lit himself on fire
like that. Yeah. Nobody else would shoot themselves in the face like that. You're correct. That was insane.
All right, we did an hour of this song. So all right, that's enough of that. But that was fun. What y'all think of Kendrick putting his diss records up for Grammys?
That's not surprising.
I don't know what that means. Like, is everyone going to be like, oh my god, he won a Grammy for Not Like Us? Like,
he's going to definitely win a Grammy for Not Like Us. He's going to win probably 2 or 3 Grammys for Not Like Us.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, Grammys don't matter. Nobody brings up Grammy arguments when they disputing the best rapper.
People do. People do.
Whenever you talk about
Jigga try to do that every year.
Don't you know he won a Pulitzer? Don't you know he's a 15-time Grammy winner? Don't you know he made the greatest album of all time? It's the #1 rating on Metacritic or whatever. Don't you know
the Grammys matter?
Best?
The Grammys matter to a certain group of people for sure, man. No, I don't. Again, we've already talked about our disdain for the Grammys, but people will count that and act like that's a dub.
Nigga, talk to me. I mean,
like I said, you saw Jigga posing with all his Grammys. What was that? Last year?
Yeah, that was just last year. When
2 years ago, something like that. It wasn't that long ago. Yes,
it was when it was like Nas had dropped something and then he posted that because you always drop something.
It's like 2 years ago, something like that. It was two years ago. But that's what I'm saying. People care about the Grammys, man. He will put that. And look, I don't even know if he personally is doing it, but his record label is making sure that them things getting put up for Grammys so they can say that he wants some Grammys. I mean, and the Grammys probably want him to perform, and they gonna because they know he got an album coming out. It's coming soon.
Oh yeah,
they're gonna push it all next year. So of course they want him to perform, and he gonna get some awards. It's the industry awards. He gonna get some awards.
Yeah, I think it's lame. I think it's lame. But I think it just makes
you anti-record companies.
I'm anti-record companies. I'm anti-Grammys, and I'm anti-Kendrick. So I mean, it's a trifecta.
They all intertwined.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not surprised that the songs got put up for Grammys. Not Like Us about to win at least 2 or 3 Grammys.
Which makes the Drake line. Kendrick just opened his mouth. Just aged so much better.
I definitely thought for sure that was a great bar when it came out at that moment because I was like, no, it's definitely true. He's gonna win some Grammys as soon as he puts out any songs.
Yeah, Drake nominated. I'm sure Drake has Grammys. I'm sure, but I know Drake doesn't always put up everything he does for the Grammys. What up, Leroy? Shout out to you, man. We just got done arguing about this song for an hour. Of course, yeah. So
you got finished caping for an hour. You got to be exhausted, man.
I had to put the cape on.
That was crazy.
Yeah, you was shooting so much bail. You trying to defend this man. You jumping in front of bullets for him.
Applause for you, dog. You defensive player of the year.
Yeah, when B-Dog if B-Dog was at that show throwing tomatoes, you would have jumped up and caught them things. You'd have been like, no, not Cole. No.
Hey, somebody got to play the other side. I mean, y'all all come in and just nothing but hate. It would have just been a hate fest.
Look, it's not nothing but hate, man. And first of all, I mean, that's where we are. But
that's what he deserves.
This dude gets hate. he gets hate for a little while. It's gonna be a while, man. It's gonna be a while, man. All right. I mean, he's gonna get hated on for a minute.
It's not that serious.
It's gonna be a minute,
Leroy. It's not that serious. J. Cole's still number one right now. Let's
no, see, no. Don't sneak that in.
Hey, well, we got some topics. Y'all keep dragging this on, bro. Y'all look, man. Come on, yeah, come on.
No way. All right, move on. What should we got? One more topic?
Yeah, I think we got what. So, we wanted to talk about the Pharrell movie, right?
Oh, you saw it. You saw it. Tell us about it.
I think this is super dope. Okay, so basically, if y'all didn't know, Pharrell it's a documentary. At first, when I saw the previews and stuff like that, it makes it seem like it's like a biopic.
Oh, it's not
like straight out of Compton or something like that. Say it again.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not. It is not.
Oh,
it's a straight up
I thought it
documentary. It's a straight up documentary. So it is. Pharrell's in a chair. And there's an interviewer interviewing him, okay?
As a
asking
Lego?
him questions about his life.
Is he in Lego form during this?
Yes, he's in Lego form during this. And then there is, they go to the next person, Jay-Z, and they ask Jay-Z some questions, all right? So the whole thing is a straight-up documentary. And then, of course, they play out what the people are talking, right? So Pharrell tells a story. They play it out, right, with Legos. Like we see.
So it's like the ones I love on Netflix about history, when it be like
exactly
the
just
rulers
like
of Japan, and then they just show a reenactment of the battles, but it's really just archaeologists talking. Okay, all right. I didn't know that's what it was.
But with Legos.
Okay.
So when they tell a story, how they made different songs and different stuff like that, it's all with Legos. When you see the people in interviews, it's all with Legos. I thought this was genius. Honestly, I thought this was super fun to watch.
Did it show about how he betrayed Chad and how he dumped him and tried to leave him and steal his money?
Okay, so this is the last thing to talk about because there was a lot, and this is what a lot of people we talked about this before when we heard that this movie was being made. Was Chad going to be on the now? Pharrell, to his credit, he gives Chad props in the interview that he's doing. He gives Chad props, but Chad is not interviewed, right? Like there's no interview of Chad's interview. But when they do the reenactments and stuff like that, Chad, it's his voice, right? So I'm sure they did an interview of the dude, but they probably didn't leave much of it in the movie, right? So that is the biggest, I would say, con to the movie. I would imagine whatever falling out they had probably came from the movie. So it all kind of makes sense to me, because the whole Neptune's trademark thing came out that was last year. I feel like that had to be, when leading up to the movie or whatever. I don't know, whatever business deals. And so maybe Chad didn't, I don't know. It's his, like I said, it's his voice, but he only talks in little clips. It'll be like Pharrell's parents saying, oh, Chad didn't speak much, and then Chad will be like, yeah, I'm pretty quiet, whatever, and so it's very small little clips, right?
So he barely talks the whole movie.
Exactly. There is no
but he's there on every one of the. I mean, I guess he's probably a part of all the iconic Neptune songs up until when Pharrell makes "Happy" or something like that. That probably was just Pharrell.
Yes. So and then they show it all. So I mean, it's really they show Chad is in the room every time that he's doing the thing. So it's not like they cut him out of the story. It's just that his opinion or his story isn't told. He's not in an interview telling the story. So. And Pharrell says, when he met him, and he says that he learned a lot from him, so he gives him his props. But to me, it is still sad that you don't hear Chad's point of view in the story, which I feel like is really important. But overall, the movie looks super cool. It's super fun. I love Lego stuff. I love the Lego stuff, and I always think things are better in animation than in live action. I don't know why. You have Disney going the opposite way. They try to make everything live action. Animation is better for most things, okay? And this documentary was much better than Lego. So I thought this was super dope. Maybe
Okay.
Chad just don't like Legos. Maybe that's what the fight was about. Maybe Chad stepped on a Lego and then they never been cool again.
I don't know, man. I would like to hear from Chad, man. Let's see if we get him on the show, man. Let's hate on Pharrell, Chad. Come on the show with us. You know what I mean? We could hate on Pharrell for 2, 3, 4 hours, man. Yeah, I can hate on this Louis Vuitton clothes too. Some of them should be looking terrible, man. We got lots of we can hate, man. We can hate. Let me know, bro. Let me know when you free.
So I see people saying, yeah, Chad made better production. Pharrell was the vision. Like they got interviews from other people too. So like some of the stories, it would be like, Pharrell said, I came up with this beat in my head. He would come in and then Chad would like add something on top of it and make it dope. But so I don't know, because you don't hear, like I said, you don't hear an interview from Chad saying how the songs are made. You only hear Pharrell's side. So that is kind of the issue. But it was a dope movie. Everyone should go see it. Everybody should check it out. I wanted y'all to see it. I thought there was a lot of dope stories about some of these classic hip hop songs. So maybe we'll talk more about it.
Check it out. See if my kids will watch it. But I wasn't gonna spend no big money to go see it though. You know what I mean? I'm not. These movies ain't really cheap right now.
Yeah,
it's got to be a good looking movie to me. This one didn't excite me, man.
All right. Yeah, so we about to get out of here then. Any other thoughts before we get out of here though?
No, this is good timing. We gonna be back on Thursday.
Yeah, for
be
sure.
back on Thursday. We got a new Currency album that we're gonna review that I saw drop. I didn't listen to it yet, actually. What other? I don't know if there's anything else that came out.
Oh, there's a lot. I mean, there's Joel Ortiz album. There's Love the Genius, I think. Ninth Wonder dropped something.
Yeah, bootleg is the way, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Get on them websites, find that movie, you go watch it.
So yeah,
I go see the action movies in the theater. You like the big screen for those, but I'm good on. I heard Joker was terrible.
Did y'all listen to those 2 Benny singles?
Yeah.
Wow. Dang, dog. I kind of liked them. They restored the feeling for me a little bit.
Okay.
I want to get excited, man. I want to get excited. I did like the Exhibit song. I want to get excited about the Benny songs, but maybe in the future.
All right. We'll talk more about it all on Thursday. Y'all check us out on Thursday. We'll be back.
Peace.